1000, keep it a stack, We kill 1000, It's deeper than rap, It's the Keep It 1000 podcast. It do not stop. It's the Keep It 1000 podcast. It do not stop with me.
This is the Keep It 1000 podcast. Keep it all at one stop. I'm your host, KL1000. And as you can see, it do not stop. It do not stop with me. And I got a special guest in the building, man. I'm talking about a beast on that mic. Kill every beat. If you get on the soul with it, you better do your homework. You better cut with it. I'm talking about Blaze in the building, man. What up?
You good. Still holding it down on man.
Glad to have you on the show, man. We're going to get right into
it. Bet.
So, Baton Rouge native, what part of Baton Rouge you grew up in?
Glen Oak, Zion City. Whole life. All 38 years, Glen Oak, Zion City.
Bro, same stomping ground. So,
yeah.
Shit. How was it growing up over there, man?
A lot of just easy to, trouble be easy to get into, hard to get out of if you ain't got a solid household. And I had a extra solid household because she was like, you go do whatever you want to do just when you go to jail. Or if you go to jail, just call me so I know where you at. I ain't come and get you, but just so I know where you at. And I ran with it.
Who did you come up listening to, man? With that music?
Starting off, Twister, Do or Die, No Limit, Cash Money, Big Bar Records. And it just as time go along, I just gravitated to just everything, all coasts.
Right.
So, but of course, being in the city, of course, lower block. You can't forget lower block because that's right in the area.
Shout out to lower block.
The old camp, like the real old camp, like Camp 1, like Joker P and all those guys,
You really like a connoisseur though, because your CD book is retarded, man. So you got all them original CDs. How you manage to keep up with all that, man?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I had them all on tape. Like I had cassettes, but and that's when I was just hustling, getting my own little money. And then after a while, CDs started popping out. So a nigga got a Sony Walkman, and then I just started buying the CDs and just keep up with them. Like when I got a chance to get a computer, I bombed, and that was before all this Spotify and. So I just burn me a copy and I'll never play it no more. Like, man, let me you can't get nothing. No.
Keep that bitch crispy.
Yeah, like
no scratches.
It really look like it just come out the case even to this day. I done had offer me like a couple of $1,000 for my book. It ain't because it got sentimental value. Like right when I started getting into trouble doing stuff in the streets, is when I discovered I knew how to rap. So that took me out the street. So that's why music played that part in there. So that's why I never sell my books. Like, even though I got a daughter, not a son, just that's something that I'm going to have forever. Like, whatever happened to it after I'm gone, hey, as long as I'm here, I'm keeping all my books. And it's just what it is.
Right. Now, you mentioned music saved you from, going towards that way in life. How did you start? How did you start making music?
Well, discovering I knew how to rap was just some crazy stuff. Like my cousin, they'd get drunk, and then he had all this music in the car, so he'd just change the EQ to where you could hear the beat and not really so much the words, and they'd just be rapping over the Ice Cream Man about that drama on the Ice Cream Man album and a couple other songs, and they just locked me in the car they're like, man, you gotta try, you freestyle something on it. I wasn't rapping, so they're like, man, they bigger. You ain't getting out the car till you try to rap something. So I did it. They're like, oh man, you ought to, such and such, man, you just came off with that. I'm like, man, I ain't no rapper. I just like music. And then when I got to Glen Oaks, Middle, like 13, 14, maybe something like that, it's like I kind of started to dabble in it more. Then when I went to Estruma, I met Tyree Neal.
Shout
Like,
out.
yeah, and he at that time he had something called like Thug Boy Entertainment. He wasn't really trying to do the blues, but he knew how to play the guitar, but he was just on the rap side of it. So we went to go play. We went to the studio because he used to play backgrounds on a guitar for Funk Dog back when Funk Dog was in the park before A Baby.
Oh,
46, I think, in the dead end in the park. So he played that in exchange for studio time. So it was me, him, and G Money older brother, Chris. He go by BR Slim now. But yeah,
okay.
we all was in a group together, and it kind of just built from there. Bro was around, but he was younger, so he wasn't really rapping then. But he doing the thing now. Shout out to him.
So when they told you that, you raw, it sound good. Did you know you was raw? You knew you felt like you had to sharpen your skills some more, or you just came out the gate like I'm really a beast at this shit.
I mean, I was apprehensive about it in my mind, but everybody around me was just like man, it's just was a natural thing. Like I wasn't even in the beginning. I wasn't stuff I did. I really wasn't writing. I ain't really start writing till maybe somewhere in like 99, maybe 2000, something like that. Anything I recorded for that was just
Freestyle off the dome.
yeah.
Man, I ain't lying.
Like my video that you had posted that I didn't know, but yeah.
Yeah, y'all need to go check that out on my YouTube channel, man. Blaze Unleashed. That nigga really ate that bit about 2-3 minutes straight off the dome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
That's how that go.
that just kind of had built, and after that I was dealing with we was a collective of us. Like some of us was from Glen Oaks, some of us was from the park, like Bone. Just a lot of people. It was a group called Stacking Records. We had First Class Entertainment, and I did that for a while before I met NIP at a strong. I've been new. I met all these people at the same time, and it was just a timeline of working with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I got with NIP, and we did a lot of stuff together, and we really developed together, like rap skills and just because we was all into a wide range of music. So we was in the shed with the karaoke machine, doing with the tapes back and forth, doing that for a while.
Bro, the homemade, yo.
Yeah, us and Q that did the beast mode and come fuck with me.
Beast
Like
mode.
it's like everybody that ended up popping off, I worked with them before, like when we was just all
right.
Like really everybody.
Bro. That's what's up. So the NIP situation, what that stand for? NIP.
Man, I mean, when I first heard it, I always just said "nigga in progress." That's what I took it. I mean, I don't really know
the meaning.
Yeah, what he had, but that's what I took it as. Like shit, nigga in the progress of doing everything. Nigga in the process of getting money. Nigga in the process of the rap career. Nigga in the process of everything.
Right. That bitch raw though.
Yeah.
So that was your first situation? Far as like, was you signed or you was just making music?
No, grind time was first paperwork. Grind time.
Yeah, that's my next question. How did you get with grind time and how did that situation come about?
I met Big Boy back here in Park Forest by Brandon Houston house. I was over there with my boy Maurice, and nigga was like, Brandon was like, man, Big Boy said, man, that nigga handed raw, but he said, that nigga over there fucking with that basketball, that nigga hard.
So this is beforehand it died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Brandon was free him too. Brandon Houston off Aston.
Right. Okay.
And Big Boy, it was like, Big Boy there with his cigar, like, man, shit, I ain't saying who ain't raw, but y'all know the house on Handy, the house on Handy. So then you're like, Big Boy heard me spit like, I spit about 32 bars, all off top of the dome, because I only was writing for songs. So nigga was like, man.
Bro, you raw as a bitch.
And then, so he called Handy. We still was out there shooting the breeze. Handy pulls up like, Big Boy, that was Big Boy heart regardless. Like, but Handy heard me spit, and I'm not gonna make no claims or nothing because Handy is Handy regardless. And like he heard me spit and he ain't rap, he ain't come writing behind me. Like he was like, I ain't gonna say scared, it's just like he must have just been kind of intrigued by like how a nigga rapping like that, like just,
This nigga got it. You know what I'm saying?
We had got in my car and like I played some instrumentals, me and him rap back and forth for a while. Then we went to Big Boy house. That's before phones. I swear I wish we could have recorded this because me and Handy was sitting right across from each other in the back of Big Boy house rapping back and forth. And we went back and forth like 24, 32 bars back and forth for like about 30 minutes to an hour. And he was like, man, Big Boy, I don't know what to say. He like, man, this nigga don't stumble. This nigga don't stutter. He don't nothing. Like, man, you got to put him down, with the team. And like, that's when we had ran across each other, but we never had officially met. But we actually met that day. And like, I would just be around. I was supposed to be on a couple of songs. One song on Rap Hustling and another song he did called Louisiana that we had put out later on the Grand Time CD. I was supposed to be on there, but just time frames ain't work out.
So they got unreleased music with you and Handy on it?
No, I never got a chance to record.
Never got a chance to do a song with him.
The time when they was doing it, I just had other stuff going on and he never got around to do it.
So at that time was rest in peace Young Reddy over there, because I know he went to Grind Time too.
No, wasn't nobody. It was Handy and Mike as artists. And once Handy passed, it's like I stayed in touch because me and Hatch Boy had our thing on.
Okay.
Because I'm the one who put Hatch Boy in the rap game with the music. That's another story. And so later on, I just ended up. Big Boy was like, man, when you want to do something, we gonna link up. And it just so happened, like the car wreck stuff happened with Handy, and so after that, we ended up linking back up, and that's when we did like a mixtape on like instrumentals. It was me, Pit, and BT.
Shout out Pit, shout out BT.
And Mike did the
shout out Mike too. Shout out Mike.
Yeah, Mike did the interludes and all that, and maybe the next few months to a year or so, I did the Feeling Ready. That was my first single, first thing I ever dropped, and it got radio play on 94.9, maybe a couple times on 94.1, but 94.9 when Johnny Domino and them had got their jumped off,
right?
Because it's like I had dropped it the same time Taliban dropped the rep,
right?
And so it's like it had a little stipulation, like it was some type of animosity, but we never had no animosity because before I did Feeling Ready, we used to record at their studio.
Right.
So it wasn't never no animosity between
just
us
a
and
misunderstanding.
Yeah, just people, people want to build something for their entertainment, but it was never no animosity. It was never ever.
So how did you end up parting ways with Grind Time?
Time. I think time just passed, and I mean, Big Boy love music, but it's just like I think losing Hand to Hand was just a super major blow. Like,
yeah, bro, that's a tough pill to swallow, bro. This dude was right there, like right there, bro. But I mean, I know it's a lot of time invested, you know. I could imagine how you feel.
What's so crazy? I tell anybody, no lie. Those songs that Handy had on Rap Hustle, man, Handy, those Ben wrote those songs, but he just hadn't found his niche for his delivery. Like it got other versions of some of those songs on different beats and all that because he didn't find how he once he found it, that's when he went with his move on actually dropping them songs. And I don't know, Handy, Boosie, and Fox is like the three I felt like only ever made a CD. And Box, I ain't gonna leave Box out. Box Intoxicated.
Shout out Boss, he raw.
Them 4 CDs, you do not have to flip a song.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know nobody else that dropped albums. Mixtapes, hey, but albums like official albums,
Classics.
And Savage Life 1, them 5 albums.
I think to add to it, that 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying too. I ain't lying.
I was just saying for Baton Rouge.
For Baton Rouge, yeah.
Baton Rouge, them 5 albums is you don't
have to skip. Yeah.
You don't skip solo albums. Like, you got ghetto stories and gangster music. You don't skip none of the songs. Them roll straight through them.
Classics.
But yeah, and that was kind of like Ready and Crucial came along like a little later, and then Zoe, rest in peace Zoe, rest in peace Ready.
Glad saying Zorilla?
Yeah, Zorilla.
He came to Grind Time?
He was just going by Zoe. It wasn't no Zorilla.
So he was affiliated with Grind Time.
Yeah, he was. He did record some music with, we were working on a CD with Grind Time. Yeah.
Damn, I ain't know that.
See, Fox was affiliated, but he decided to go with Trill.
Okay.
But we had a song with me, Fox, and Pitt, and they Ready bought it later on and put it on Camp 5. It was like a song called Get Out My Face or Give Me Some Space. Something like, I advise you to give me some space. Be Real made the beat.
And Ready bought it and put it out on Camp 5.
Yeah, Be Real did the beat and the hook. But Ready bought it. It was me, Fox, and Pitt. Watch My Shoes was originally a Grind Time song. It was me and Pitt, and was a producer was supposed to put a verse on it.
Damn, this history right here.
And I was on the original. I ain't gonna say I never recorded it, but I had Do It Stick It first to record a verse.
Do It, Stick It. Do it, baby, stick it. You talking about the mouse track?
Yeah, and that G Shit too. That's on Webby and Fat CD, that G Shit too. The original song of that is called Gorilla In. It got me, Pitt, Train, and Crucial with Mouse and Pitt on the hook.
Dang, that's crazy. That's history right here on 1,000 podcasts, man.
Yeah, like
I ain't know that.
That's all real facts, and anybody who involved, I'll tell you that that's a true, them all true story.
Because Mouse was over there, right?
Yeah, Mouse. He was more with Trill because that was his bread and butter, And it just was like it wasn't no beef. It just was lack of communication. Like we would never knock you for whatever you're doing, but it just like we were surprised when we found out them songs was on the Trill Fam CD. Like we never knew no different, So but that's just how it panned out. And they was hits regardless who was gonna be on them.
Right.
Mouse wrote it all, Mouse produced it all, so he had to say what he did and where he did it at.
Right.
Yeah, that's how it went down.
So moving forward, what is CBM? Speak on that a little bit.
Well, a lot of people know it as it's like a kind of like a Sherwood thing. It stands for Cut Boy Mafia, but my cousin just, he was affiliated with him and the guy, whatever. So they did it like as a label thing. But it's not so much of a neighborhood thing. It was like, man, if you ain't really cut to be down with the movement, You know, there's really too much affiliate with them kind that ain't gonna be solid all the way. So that's what the cut boy thing kind of, you know, shout out to Sherwood still, but you know, that's just where it originated. That's where it originated at. I ain't gonna take nothing from it.
So you signed with them?
Well, that was just my cousin. Like I was doing a artist development thing because he wanted to start a record label, and we was like working with some youngsters, and with Ken on a lot of production of the stuff he was doing, and he was like, man, all these dudes, you know, everybody wants you want me to invest in your rap career and take care of you. I can't take care of you. I can provide what you need as an artist, far as the music and maybe even something into the image, but y'all you want me to house you, you want me to supply you, feed your habits. You know, he wanted everything. So he was like, man, I just can't roll with him. He like, man, you got everything and you your own man. So why not
Yeah.
you come back?
A lot of people get it misconstrued, like you just get with somebody, your life is over. They good, you good now, man. You still gotta live.
Like they done signed a Def Jam or somebody and supposed to be getting.
Yeah.
Like, no, this somebody taking their hard-earned money trying to build something.
Right.
So if you can't supply your necessities, you don't even need to be messing with the rap because nigga ain't gonna. They looking for rap daddies. That's what I call it.
Rap daddies.
Yeah. When they want you to spend your money on them, then you big bro or
Right. They use the little slang and slide that in there.
So that's when he was like, man, you could do it, you know, because man, you already know you got the skill, but I just was out of it. I'm like, man, I just want the background. So after a while of just drilling on me, I started back recording, and you know, I got some, you know, that's when I ended up doing the song with Level.
That's my next question, man. I ain't lying. Can't do nothing.
I got 4 songs with Level, but that's the only one that's actually mine. The other 3 was on his prior projects. I had one we did when he was with Jigger House called Let 'Em Know. I did it's called a song called Stunt Nads he had with Nussy, but he remixed it and did like a BR remix and put a lot of us on it. And then I did a song called Fuck 'Em he had on this Club Banger King 3.5.
Bro, shout out to Level, man.
And he let me get in about 24 bars and I just
8.
Yeah.
I already know. It's a fact. I'm not bullshitting. I'm not talking out, you know, the side of my neck, man. This nigga really the truth. This nigga really kills shit every beat. I have never heard a flaw. You heard me?
But that's how that went. I mean, I wanted to shoot the video, but it ain't happening for whatever reason. So I just like.
So where the song at is on all platforms?
I never even released it because I wanted to release it like everybody be like, and my cousin was like, it don't make no sense to do it without the visual because the game about visuals.
Yep. Right now, definitely.
I reached out and I told him like, man, he was Grind Time affiliated too. That's another person I'm leaving out. Like Grind Time, everybody wanted to be on Grind Time falling handed, believe me.
Yeah.
Like
they had a big hype around it.
And the people we had, they like, man, y'all had the next hot boys.
Right.
Like
the squad was sick.
And so like I say, I don't know why we couldn't get. I told him, you know, he did the verse on the muscle. Of course, we never exchanged money, me or him, because we've been like since like teenagers, since he was a teenager.
Right.
On Wade Street, he stayed right around the corner from Big Boy. You leave his house and come right up on Mohegan, you right at Big Boy house. He was always with us, you know. Got some unreleased music with him from way back with Grind Time too. So, you know.
That's how that go, man. Well, I got a segment in my show, man, where I say it's time to keep it 1,000, and I'm giving free promo to anybody, any business. Just leave a brief comment and a description of what you got going on. I'm gonna shout you out. It don't take but a second to keep it a stat.
Hey, it's free. You can't
beat today's shout out goes to Kai, Boss Bell agent, for all your bail bonding needs. You get locked up, you need to get out quick. Y'all holler at Takai, Boss Bail Agent. Y'all go follow at TAKI_BOSSBAILAGENT. That's how that go.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that. Everybody gangster, so you know it's gonna be some. Everybody
They gonna
gangster.
need Takai. They doing it. Hey, Baton Rouge, wicked boy.
The whole city full of gangsters. They love going to jail. So you know.
Who would you like to work with that you haven't worked with locally, nationwide?
Rest in peace, Mo 3.
Oh, you and that nigga?
Hey,
That
bro.
be a classic, bro.
Hey, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'd have rapped my heart out to do something with 3. That's my right. I went back and even got I got Mo 3 music before anybody ever
was on him really.
And I put a lot of the city on him before he even started. They knowing he was affiliated with Booster, man. I had people on that 3, and nobody know who he was. I just knew he was up next. I just had that feeling. But other than that, locally, and it was supposed to happen. I got an unreleased song with Big Head already, so I ain't gonna say Big Head.
Oh.
Loc.
You and Loc never got a chance to link up.
It was supposed to happen, and when I get back around to getting with Wookie, we probably gonna. It was funny because he was like, man, you know, man, long as a nigga ain't got no ratty jacket or ain't no undercover punk out.
Oh.
Wookie had called him on speakerphone one day. He was like, man, if you fucking with it, I'm down.
He's speaking on that, but he's speaking the truth because he see where the game shifted to.
Yeah.
That's what this shit then shifted to. I hate to say it. It is what it is. I ain't bashing nobody, but man, it's a lot of crazy shit going on, dog.
When I transitioned with my style, like when I got with Grind Time, that was my biggest comparison. I got Loc.
Yeah.
And see, like, I used to do the harmonizing stuff like way back before anybody done it. And it's like, it wasn't, people ain't gravitate to it, but that's what I used to do when I freestyle. People ain't gravitated to it. They be like, man, you sound like Loco on that, your mama, why your child so bad? But it's like nobody wouldn't feel it. So I just stopped doing it and just kind of got into the flow of things more.
Right. Recently, you back in the studio, man. You back at it. You know what I'm saying? You had kind of took a little break. So what made you take the break and what made you come back to it?
Well, maybe take the break. Just when I got back into it from working with my cousin, it just ain't feel fun. It just started to feel like a job. And after it was just me. Like I was going to perform, just me. Like I ain't had nobody, you know, like I just kind of just eased off of it and just dripped it off into other things. And I had my one of my partners from I was Scotland, but he stayed in Texas. Like, man, he drove all the way from Houston, and he was like, we wasn't scheduled to do nothing or nothing. He just was like, bro, me and my boy Joe with the antidote, like, man, we got all, we know we do videography and all that type of stuff. We got all the puzzles, pieces, and connections to do it. Like, and you know, he got 1 million rappers, but he like, man, they not. He say, bro, the city ain't the same, and ain't nobody gonna do it like can put their all in it like you gonna do it. So he like, we overlook all them and we trying to, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, I battled with him for a while. And I was just like, man, okay, I just do a couple songs. And I started off, I did 2 songs, and like I just every other week when I be off on the weekend, I just went to 2 songs, then I did 2 songs, then I did like 4 songs and 4 songs. Yesterday I did 5 songs, and it just like, yeah, like just building up a recent catalog before we just pick a song. And go with the move. And I only got like one feature. So 14 songs, all me. One feature so far.
Pressure shit.
Because I can't, like I told them, I only could work with people like who I kind of affiliate with, and I don't really want to work like everybody chasing titles. Like even though they rapping and it's entertainment, they chasing real life titles like the gangster and the street nigga. They out here in the streets, but they rapping, but they doing a lot of this stuff in the streets, which don't make a good mix. Like I'm not chasing titles. I am who I am, and I've been who I am, and I'm gonna make music based on things I've been through and with my surroundings. I'm not the living with you spitting guy, cause I ain't got nothing to prove. They trying to impress other men. They ain't even trying to impress women no more. They trying to impress other men at this point. Ain't no in the city to me, like ain't no real rappers. Ain't no these they rapping and they making nice music, but they not being themselves. They all being a follower in some type of way because everybody got like now what they call in the city now like that rap.
Right.
And it got gangs. They branched off and now got gangs, man. Baton Rouge used to bang. If you was into the streets, you was banging behind the hood, and that was kind of the end of the ropes. And even that played out because sensible people want to get money and try to have something in life. Like everybody running a fast race to become a hashtag and a t-shirt.
Oh, deep.
Everybody chasing when you get all these little guys I seen that got killed recently, I watched the same people that grieve over them cheerlead them when they was on the other side of the gun.
Mm.
When you was the shooter, oh my little nigga or my big homie such and such about that dumb shit, or they'll come slide, or they'll do this, or they got the switch on the clock. As soon as he got killed, the good die young, and they did that bad.
Right. And
How
then
can I believe you?
And then he blow up. You blow up when you die.
You blow up when you die, and the same people that cheerleaded you to the grave put you on the shirt, post you in a store, and put you as a hashtag, and then go on with their life. And you gone, your mama here left to grieve.
That's real talk.
I got a song that it ain't been released. I got a song called Be a Gangster because when you got handcuffs on your wrist and shackles on your ankle, or you got to put that concrete over your head and over your body that's saying love and memory of the same people that was cheerleading you. They gonna go and fuck your girl, ain't gonna check on your mama, try to pimp out your sister, and put your brother out there in the same predicament you in.
No morals. No code.
Nobody's for your best interest. It's like even if you beneficial, like 2 words, they only fucking with you because you beneficial, which is 1 word.
Ooh, that's some jewels. That's some gems, man.
The game,
but it's real talk. It's big old facts.
I live in the old law. Look at my shirt. That's why if you ain't talking to me about my money or this rap stuff,
it's stuck between.
I don't know, I don't care, and I don't give a fuck if it ain't about my child or my old lady. That's real life because nobody ain't gonna care about what you got going on. Nobody ain't gonna come check on my child if I be out here making I call it op rap. Everybody got ops. They don't even know that what the word op is short for.
I think not to cut you off, but I think beef is another genre of music now. You got hip hop, you got rock, you got R&B, and you got beef. That's a genre of rap.
That ain't the genre is op rap. That's what I call it. It's op rap. Those guys, everybody's sliding on the op. Got a Draco, got a 30 stick, got a drum, got an F&N, got a switch. Nigga, I ain't heard no music about getting no money, having no fun, going on kicking with the strippers or no back that ass up like Juvie. I don't hear nothing. Everybody bouncing around with their little sister clothes on, nap ass out, with no shirt on, hugging other men.
Real talk.
Doing antics in the street so another man can call you a gangster or a real nigga or a shooter or a goon or a stepper. They be beefing with niggas and can't even tell you why. If you say, man, why you got beef with Lil June or something? Oh, cause he the ops. Did he rob you? Did he slap your mama or your sister? Did he rape your girl or your child or something that I could really wrap my head around why you would want to kill somebody? No, he just the ops and he be fucking with the other side.
Really ignorant, bro. Like I got the shirt. Put them guns down, man. Y'all need to chill.
I still gotta get my shirt.
Man, I gotta get you one, bro. I'm working on that. Putting another line out of them out. You know what I'm saying? I got the won't ever give up going on, but you know.
If it ain't artists I really didn't deal with, I probably won't have no features unless I just could see what they not really on that, because the way the game gone now, if you do a feature with an artist and some other guys don't like him, they looking at you like you part of their little entourage.
And you just doing business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody called for a feature, you gotta kind of, which gonna lead me to my next question, you gotta kind of do like, man, I might have to turn down the money because this shit might jeopardize my life.
Yeah.
Because I'm not about to get caught up in the middle of this shit.
I'm not doing nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm only doing features with Jigga City artists. I don't want to work with nobody from that rap.
Just Jigga City.
Just Jigga City.
It's a difference.
Jigga City, Big Raggedy, Baton Rouge, BR, Ben Real, Ben Retarded. I work with those. That Rack, Baton Rack, what they call it, Baton Afghanistan, all these new names. No.
They can't get a feature.
I listen to it and I tell you, look, no, man, you know, and a lot of them can rap. That's what's so sad. A lot of them can really rap. I'm not saying they music whack.
Yeah.
I don't want to rap with you and end up getting whacked in the street.
Right.
Oh man, he did a song with Lil Ryan or Lil Joe. Man, he fucking with the other side.
It's really ignorant.
And I just met it, and all he did was DM me and ask me to get on the song.
You don't know. And then sometimes you don't even know. What if you ain't following them niggas? They just hit you and say they want a verse. You're gonna be a businessman. You're gonna go knock out that verse and go. Shit.
I've been doing my thing with Joe from the Antidote. I already told him, man, if it ain't nobody you affiliated with, he affiliated with some good artists that's making music, like Dylan Cage and Delwyn, right. A guy named Sean, you know, that they making actual music. D-Matic, him and Delwyn got that song that's popping, got like headed to our 400,000 views. The Gangster come out, but I work with them because they not just on no shoot 'em up bang bang, but all the Draco guys and the Glocks with you go over there, because no.
Big shout out to the Antidote, man. I like what they doing, man. I seen it come from nothing. And they built it up. Big shout out to the Antidote.
Yeah.
But us still speaking on the same subject, you know, this was like a nationwide topic. They still talking about it. The Young Thug RICO charges. Why do you think when rappers make it, they don't detach themselves from the streets? Like, I done made it now, man. I can go on here and leave this shit alone. What's your take on that?
They chasing a title. They chasing a non-existent title, and they trying to impress other men. It all go back to what I said. Like, I don't care if nobody. I publicly say I've been in the streets, but I've never been a street nigga. I only was in the streets for the purpose to get money. Whether it was legally, illegally, what I done, that was my only purpose. I never aspired to be a goon, a shooter, a gangster, street nigga, stepper, goon, none of them other stupid ass titles that I can't put on my resume. I don't need to be none of them. They're stupid. Like I want you to label me a street nigga or what they say. The streets can vouch for me. Yeah, if the streets can vouch for you, the streets can tell on you. You want people in your business because you want credit, because you want a title. You want to impress somebody. Give me the mogul title, man, businessman, entrepreneur, them lanes. I don't want all them other titles. These guys, they don't even know. I like, man, when men other want to impress other men, you want men. Why are y'all doing it? They can't answer you. None
They
of them
can't even
answer.
Misguided.
I told Joe last night, bro. This my first official interview where I did an interview with Rax, but it was kind of more music based, strictly. Nobody never, we got into some stuff, but like when I start talking, they gonna want a Malcolm X and Martin Luther King me, because I'm gonna keep it
all the way real,
like the show is.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I don't care if nobody don't like what I say, if it's the truth. Like, man, only way we're gonna stop these youngsters from getting killed, they gotta change the narrative. The rap game don't want nobody kicking real shit. The rap game wants to keep feeding ignorance because that's what sells. Ignorance sells the clothes, ignorance sells the music, ignorance sells the vape pens.
preach.
All that. Look how the word, nigga. You got some niggas still saying sharp me down, but now they passing vape pens. All that comes from the industry.
Real talk.
The industry controls what sells and what don't. Only few people slip through the cracks is like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, things you can say pop.
They really rapping. They really got substance.
Everybody else is on an independent. They still big artists, but they on the independent. Ain't no major gonna mess with you if you're not talking about Molly, Percocets, heroin, cocaine, killing. That's all. Right. Sex, drugs, violence, homosexuality, all them lanes. If you on them type of vibes, you can go out the stratosphere. You be talking about growth, development, especially in the Black community, things like unity, entrepreneurship, free thinkers. Nah, they closing the door and locking about 5 dead boats on it.
Right. Nobody don't want to hear it. Nobody want to hear it till it hit home. Once it hit home, that's when, we got to stop this shit. But
I dropped the whole project. I dropped the whole project with no cursing, and I ain't mentioned nothing about killing, none of that. And it wasn't accepted, and
it's probably sick. I know ain't no probably. I know it's sick.
So, but soon as they hear anybody can get it into my section where I might mention something related to any type of violence, whether it be self-defense violence or anything. Soon as they hear the violence or something, the to the head where you're talking about the drugs, everybody on.
The thing is, though, you can do a song like that that's raw as fuck, but you nigga just ain't about to do it. I got a song that'll blow right now on that shit I made way back, but I ain't about to put that shit out because I'm on some other shit and I don't want to see no, bloodshed over no song. But people say it ain't the music, but it kind of is. That shit is a big influence, man.
It's a big influence. It's a big influence because society is full of weak minds. Like, I could say it's not the music because, from my perspective, because I grew up listening to totally rap. All from NWA, from the beginning of the gangster rap, all the way up until the guys I listen to now. I listen to some of it. Like I said, I listen to Mo 3. His shit good around sliding on the ops for the most part.
Yeah.
And look at it. The music that he don't talk about, no type of murder, you never hear nothing about. That's the perfect example.
Big old facts.
And
God
so
damn.
I listened to that music my whole life, and I never seen a jail cell. So the music didn't affect me. That's because I can decipher entertainment from reality.
Right.
I can watch Terminator and watch him shoot machine guns.
Yep.
And not go get a machine gun and shoot people, just like I could watch Martin and Will on Bad Boys and not want to go out and be a Haitian criminal like the bad guys. I could listen to Master P and Plies talk about Plies' first album was nothing but goons,
Yep.
and all that except for his singles.
Yep.
Master P, it was hustler, baller, drugs. Listen at BG, drugs, killing. But we ain't go out there and do that, and we grew up on this. We still listen to No Limit, Cash Money, and all this, and we ain't gonna kill nobody. So how we gonna blame the music? I can't blame the music because the music took me out the streets. I'm gonna blame the music. Before I started getting into rap, I had just started. Me and my cousin right over there in Brookstown. Man, nigga was breaking in people's houses, trying to catch a nigga stashes and going get off of them.
Yeah.
Trying to cash out. Soon as I started rapping and really got into it, I left that totally alone. So the music took me from the elements that allowed it, but these days it's introducing the youngsters into the elements because their parents not sitting them down.
Is the rap game the new streets?
Yeah, it's the in the streets.
The in the streets.
INDISTREETS. In the streets. It's a mixture. Because the music is a business. But you got youngsters that take that music to heart. Like I seen youngsters be vibed out chilling. And a young boy song come on and they lose their mind. Just from a youngster rapping. Even look at the older guys. They got dudes our age sagging skinny jeans. Tell me I'm lying.
You ain't lying. Real talk.
Talking about slang.
Picked up the younger slang.
Yeah, like nigga, we about to be 40 years old. Nigga say homie, partner, round. Ain't no slang.
Yeah.
Come on, man. They it's the red pill and the blue pill. It's the matrix. It's just in the modern day.
Right.
Social media then took over. If they don't see me, I could tell somebody, man, I just come back from Aruba. Right? I just come back from Aruba. If I wasn't on my phone like this, or going live every 5 minutes, nobody would believe I've been to Aruba because I ain't put it on social media.
Hey, I be feeling like some of them trips just to show a nigga I can take a trip. I don't know what it be, bro. It's a lot of crazy shit going on, dog.
Say, bro, look on every time you look at social media, and I do a lot of joking on social media because I just like to laugh.
Yeah, you joke.
I don't post my personal life, but look at everybody. Everywhere they go, they like this.
The phone is the new drug.
They lean. They got to show their background. They got to show their face.
The phone is the drug, man. They made sure they made a HD camera for you to see yourself on that bit. You know what I'm saying? Social media.
Let me compare. So I'm gonna give you a social media comparison. Remember we used to have show and tell in school? And you might have something that the class gonna really be like, oh man, he really got that such and such, that iguana he had, or whatever. When you brought that iguana to school and it was 6-7 feet long tail, you're gonna be a man in elementary school, right?
Right.
So social media is the modern day show and tell. If they see you got them $1,000 Balenciagas or her lashes long enough to touch the top of her forehead, or her weave dragging the goddamn floor, her goddamn nails, if she ball her hand up, could touch her wrist. Oh, she the shit, or he got on $1,000 jeans, or he got a haircut.
It's the word slay.
Yeah.
That type of shit.
Or he got a Hellcat or a 2022 Charger, Camaro or something. Material is the modern day show and tell. A nigga would drive a 2022 and stay in a shotgun house that's on his last lease.
Man, priorities.
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me you ain't seen 2022s in front of shotgun houses or small ass apartments.
Or trailers. Real talk though. I mean, I ain't lying, big old facts.
That's because they worried about people seeing what I have versus what I actually have. I know people that got more money in their closet than in their bank account, and not physical money, but the money hanging up or in shoe boxes.
Right.
Because they can spend it all on shoes and clothes, but their bank account empty or overdrafted.
Right.
Or in the driveway, but they ain't got nothing.
Priorities.
I work with people that been in smack brand new cars and couldn't go buy nothing off the dollar menu.
Damn. Hey, it be like that, bro. I ain't lying, bro.
They need to tune in to this real shit. That's what they
financial literacy is a problem though, especially in the Black community. You know what I'm saying?
Black people are not poor. Black people have poor spending habits.
That's why I think financial literacy is it need to be studied. It need to be taught.
Financial literacy and money management.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I can tell you, a lot of these guys, they be repped out on their plant and tugboat, whatever jobs. A lot of those niggas are broke.
Man, I know. Trust me.
A lot of six-figure people don't even have money.
Because of what we just said.
The more money they make, they find bills, debt, and material shit to acquire what would be a plethora of money.
Right.
If I'm staying where I'm at and I make $30,000 a year, just throwing a number, and say I get another job that might double that or put me at 10, 20,000 more, that don't mean go get a new car or find somewhere that's gonna cost me more. That means live within that range, manage my money, stack it up for some years, then go find me something with more room if I need it. Not as soon as you get more money, go find something to spend it on.
Right. It's you gonna splurge a little bit when you get a little bread. You go
exactly, and then a little bit turn to a lot.
Turn to a lot. Turn to every day or every week. Nah, I'm
but
on
you know
now.
What? See what we doing right now? The things me or you talking about right now. Soon as if you get on social media, we haters.
We gonna probably get some backlash. It is what it is. But I'm keeping it a stat.
Not no backlash. They call real shit hating. Real shit makes you a hater. Now, if we seen somebody take $10,000 and blow it in the mall, and we was like, oh yeah, nigga, get your shine on. That nigga got a big ass watch and a chain and all these new.
That nigga effed up a check. Yeah.
That's my day one right there. He been supporting me.
Yeah.
But if I tell you take that 10,000 and go find something profitable to invest it in instead of going to spend your money on that bullshit, man, there's always somebody hating trying to rain on your parade. They want to come back to their conservative family and friends that's living within their means. Then they supposed to shovel out money because you done lived your best life. You done went and lived your best life and pop bottles, took trips, new cars, new clothes, fresh nails every other week, manicures, pedicures every week, doing whatever else you decided to do with your money, while I decided to play the low-key role and just watch, build up my credit and accounts and all this good stuff. All of this square stuff that they call it, you a square. So when you blow all yours and that car note knocking, or the mortgage or the rent knocking, or you got the red notice from Energy or the waterworks, then it's time for the call little old conservative me, so I could go on to and pop some of my money off to you, till you could get straight. How fast that and how the game go?
Like we said, it need to be more money management and financial literacy taught in the Black community for sure.
Man,
but you ain't gonna see Ted in no Super Polo, Versace this. He gonna have on some Walmart clothes, but his bank account fat.
Let me tell you.
You ain't gonna see Tom.
Let me tell you.
He gonna have on some Wranglers. Even Wranglers high though now. It's inflation.
Let me tell you let me tell you the realest phrase ever. Go all around Baton Rouge and look. Just take a look. Go in your malls and your stores, your neighborhoods, and you're going to find the richest people in 3 places, 3 stores. You're going to find them in the Salvation Army, Goodwill, and America Thrift Store.
Look at Bill Gates. Look at Bill Gates.
I promise you.
That boy dressed like, I'm telling you. Shit.
Salvation Army, Goodwill, American Thrift Store, or any other thrift store in the city. That's where the richest people shop.
They got the last laugh.
I'm gonna tell you, the biggest this is where all the money comes from in the world. And it comes from 2 things that it's kind of what people lackluster, I guess I'm gonna call it. Laziness and ignorance. People's laziness, the biggest profits are from people laziness and ignorance. Meaning something that they can do themselves, but they too lazy to. So they'll go pay somebody a hefty amount to do it when their hands could have done it. Whether it be something around the house or whatever. And that's good. It's supporting somebody's business. But in turn, lack of knowledge, ignorance. Ignorance makes people so much money. I ain't lying. I done seen it with my own eyes. Laziness and ignorance is the biggest profit.
Right. Absolutely right.
Not knowing how and not doing or not knowing how.
We gonna get back to the youth, kind of like the youth, but it ain't the youth because it's like the 18, 19, 20, 21, 25. They grown.
Yeah.
But do you think Baton Rouge got a chance? Like, what's a chance? Like, do they got a chance? What you think is a solution to all the murders in Baton Rouge? Is it a chance that this shit will stop?
No. And I'm in I'm born in the early 80s, and it's at its highest peak now, and it won't stop. The answer for me is solitude. Because the more you be affiliated with people, it's like that's where all the arguments and the petty stuff leads to the violence. Everybody got idle time. Nobody ain't occupying their time trying to get no money because they scheming on people or just being messy, or these guys messing with the same chick, or this chick messing with these chicks messing with the same dudes. And it'd be a lot of it be about just that type of stuff alone.
The chicks, because I see the money phones on these videos. They be having the money phones and the money.
You could get $60,000 for $30 off eBay.
Oh, yeah, real talk.
You can, just like they selling this exotic, you could buy those packs. You could buy those packs from China for like 5 cents a piece. All the exotic runts and Obama, You can buy them all. You can buy them from China from 5 cents, just like what they call it, Y cart. You can buy them labels for $1. You can buy them bottles, and you can buy the adhesive seals to stick on top of the bottles. Take you some Karo syrup, water, melatonin.
Bam, you on. You certified.
I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
That shit crazy.
The world full of followers. That's why Baton Rouge murder rate is gonna always rise. Everybody ain't.
But what would help it? You think if they had more shit going on, more shit for them niggas to do?
But it could have it's a bunch of stuff you can do, and not just recreation, but it's a bunch of stuff you can do fundamental wise. But they not interested in fundamental because all the women want to do is be bad bitches. All the niggas want to do is get approval from other men. So they chasing the street nigga and the gangster title, and the women too busy with the shorts up their ass and the shirts below, almost with all their breasts exposed, chasing the bad bitch title.
Jules.
And then the messiness in the messiness in the mix, because she fucking with one guy from somewhere, another guy from somewhere, or fucking with two homies, two brothers, two cousins, or vice versa. He doing the same, messing with her and her homegirl, and the shit it just snowball and end up turning into violence. Like the dudes shooting the girls now.
Man, I seen babies. I'm like, golly, I moved out the city.
These dudes got these switches on these Glocks, and they just squeezing the trigger and waving. It's nothing that could be done, man. I mean, they could. I'm all for all the community outreach, and I've been seeing people, doing that type of stuff. But it's like, man, the guys, to be honest, music got the biggest influence, and everybody's going on what they own. I'm not putting no burden or responsibility on nobody. By all means, make their money. But I feel like if you bring more fun and motivational music back into the game, I think a lot of it can cut down, because people feed and fuel off that music, even though it's like I say, rappers ain't even supposed to be in your eyesight of role models. Everybody got to have their own mind frame and have individuality. Individuality is gone out the window. That's why it's just everything. It's just spinning in a circle, just like a gerbil on the wheel, just spinning in a circle. Ain't going nowhere fast.
For real.
They're just checking out 18, 19, 20, 3-year-olds getting hit by straight bullets, 2-year-olds getting hit by straight bullets. And then it looked like a lot of stuff becomes a copycat syndrome. Like you seen a child got killed. That hadn't happened in a while. Then it looked like another one get killed. Then another one get drowned.
I'm just gonna spray the whole house. Come on,
man. That ain't what's so real about coming. This man mama in there probably cooking a meal for the house. She ain't got nothing to do with whatever y'all got going on in the street. You going to hit the mama, you going to hit the sister, cousin, might have an infant in the house. Anything that ain't got nothing to do with what y'all riff about.
And didn't even get your target.
I'm not going to condone violence by no means, but if that's y'all avenue, walk up on them and don't shoot up nobody at grandma's house and like
that shit really unacceptable, bro.
I'm like, man,
that shit is unacceptable.
Even though
killing kids,
street activity been around forever. Women and kids and stuff used to be our limits.
That shit is unacceptable, bro.
Is no holds barred and no accountability. Now it's like the judicial system such a joke because these niggas killing and getting bombs. You mean a nigga could kill me And if he knows somebody with a bag, he can walk the street the same day. A nigga can walk up on me and bam. And he could walk, he could walk the street the same day if somebody he know got a bag or got some property.
And get a chance to do another one.
Yeah, awaiting the trial date as a free man. But while my people getting my arrangements together.
How you feel about the shooting in Buffalo, New York, man, with the dude, man, killed like 10 people?
It's almost, man, you hate to start saying that you become numb or immune to stuff like this, but it be like, because it's ridiculous. I mean, they when it's us doing the killing, we savage, we terrorists, we killers, we monsters. That's a product of the urban community. But as soon as it's a white person, they blame it on mental issues.
Big old facts.
And some of them even walk. They get they got mental issues or they're gonna find some type of way to medicalize the reason why they killed who they killed.
And then they walk him out. He don't get shot. He get walked out to the car and get put in and be safe.
Look at the dude years ago that killed the 9 people in the church. They took him to Burger King and everything.
Bro.
You mean he get to have it his way before he go to jail?
After killing 9 people in a church?
Yeah.
Well, like the most safe place you think you would be?
Name was Dylan Southern killed 9 people.
Man.
He killed 9 people in the church and went and got his double Whopper meal. But that's why I tell people, as we can only exist and survive in America. I don't care how equal they tell you it is, how much of the land of the free they tell you it is. All you can do in here is live, exist, and survive. That's all you can do.
Real talk.
I don't care. We had our first quote unquote black president. I don't care if you have 25 more black presidents. It's still the world ran by the powers that be. You can forget it.
You're right, man.
If you ever find yourself siding with the police and they wrongdoing or any of that or a lot of the political stuff, and you just on your uncle tongue, on your uncle ruckus, because all you can do is live, exist, and survive. That's it.
That's how they go. You was like one of the first people putting together mixtapes with local artists on the same CD with nationwide artists, you know what I'm saying? Showing love.
Yeah.
So just speak on that, elaborate on that a little bit.
I ended up, when I quit my first job I had, that's why I was still going to Glen Oaks too. I had met a guy next door in my village that had like a novelty shop. So I ended up hanging there, just talking to him. And I ended up working there, and they sold jewelry and did like the little license plates and stuff be on front of people's cars. And he was buying like CDs like from Tron, DJ Tron. If I'm mistaken, it was Tron that he would just sell out of the store. But he was like, everybody wanted to eliminate the middleman, so he was like, what I knew about music, I like, that's my thing. I know all about music or whatever. So he was like, I'm gonna buy the towers, and I got the label maker. You could just make the masters, and then we're gonna go from there. So
with the white labels on top of the CDs. That's how it was back in the G.
Mm-hmm. He called them house mixes, and he kind of put me in the charge of making the master copies to get them to duplicate. They had like about 3 or 4 duplicators. So I was like, I just would take like whatever was popping on the radio, and I was just putting that all together. But then I was like, we was doing our thing. So I'm like, man, I just started sliding our songs here and there. And I know a lot of people that did the music. So once I seen how it got, we got heard, I started taking everybody else and just throwing like Via bars, Thrasher bar, Ryan and Thrasher gave me the parking lot first because he was working at Family Dollar at the time. All that bing, bing, bam, bam, they came way from Clinton and brought me that. Just anybody who was doing their thing around that time, going to the Renaissance, performing. Cupid, before Cupid did the Cupid Shuffle, I was doing his. He would bring me. There's something called consignment. Like when you were up and coming artist and you doing albums, you would, instead of you selling me your CD, we sign off on a split. So like whatever you want to sell your CD at, that's what I'm gonna sell it, and I take a $5 cut. You keep the rest of your money. So if you want to sell it for 15, you get 10, I get 5. I did that for Cupid. I did that for a group that Hurricane Chris was in back then. He was 14 years old, called Five Entertainment. And I did it for Jay Dirty with Down Bad and Big J, Pyrex Radio.
History on the
them.
1000 podcast, man. Look.
And even on Stephanie McD too, that do blues, her too.
So yeah, Hurricane Chris, a young Hurricane Chris came to the shop.
14 years old.
14 years old.
They were shopping their CDs from Shreveport. It was 5 guys. That's why it was called Five Entertainment. Him, somebody named Willie Lowe, and 3 other people. And so they ended up, gave me a stack of them. We signed off the paperwork. And when I sold them all, they came, got their money. I kept my cut, and they gave me more CDs.
Now, see, the guy that gave you that job, did he give you any kind of specific job to do with the CDs, or you just had do whatever you want to do with them bitches?
Whatever I wanted to do to make it sell. Like, if anybody who got a buzz in that era, the whole Jigga City era, I got their music around because the DJs was coming from Mississippi, Texas, Florida, all around Baton Rouge. Everybody else who was doing that, they used to have a row full of guys on 38 in Choctaw by Piggly Wiggly. All of them was coming by the CDs from me to duplicate, and wherever else was selling, they all was coming to get them. Like, that's when Reddy started pushing. Like, I booked Reddy's first concert at Cheers for $200. The original Cheers.
Yeah. The original Cheers. Reddy first concert. Rest in peace, young Reddy.
Right there. Just anybody who was hired from Baton Rouge, like, that was the spot that started the buzz. Like, all them songs took off from right there, from spreading to all them different DJs. If you get with a DJ right now and they doing a compilation, you're gonna pay $100 for what I was doing for these guys for free.
Legendary shit, bro.
I never asked nothing from none of them. Whatever you decide to have an interview and you acknowledge that, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too, because I ain't do it for nothing in return. I did it because I'm into the music and wanted to see people from here flourish on to do something else. And a lot of people really got a good start, a good boost for me doing what I done. Like,
right. So at that time, was you rapping to put your own songs on that bitch? Or?
Yeah, that's where it started from. I was with Grind Time, so I would slide, whatever songs we was doing that we're gonna push as a single, whatever we was doing. And I don't really know who I was so much affiliated with. Like, and I had all my socks. N.I.P. gave me all my socks. I put that on there. Just anything in that era, keep rolling. Anything in that era, I would make sure, like, you got heard. Whether you was a known local artist or up and coming. Like I say, I ain't know who Two Gutter was when they brought me Bing Bing Bam Bam. I even slept on it. I was like, man, y'all think people gonna listen to this? And they were like, they really felt it. So I'm like, if you feel it, man, I'm gonna put it on. I put it on there. I ain't gonna lie, a couple months.
It was hot.
Like, man, you couldn't have told me nobody would have be doing will really getting the club with just like making little sounds with your mouth. They really did their thing with it.
So you got a lot of the music first before it got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because once people start hearing local stuff, they started to come straight to me. Like the VL boys came straight to me. The YGs, they came straight to me. Just a lot of the groups and solo artists in that whole era when it was, the whole Jigga City like thing.
So right now, is it deal or no deal in the music industry? Is it stay independent or get a deal? What would you do in that situation?
I think you try to get a big enough buzz to do your own thing. Because even the ones that got a deal, they getting with the labels and leaving because they dissatisfied with the structure of the deals, or they build up a big enough following, and even in renegotiating, the labels don't want to compromise, even though they know the artist has the most leverage. They still don't compromise. Like Young Boy, the hottest artist in the world, they gonna still want to try to overly win. That's why he don't even want to take 25 million because
That's what I was
look at
going to
what
ask you about the 25 million. If you was Young Boy, would you take that at that status?
no, because he could make way more. He could get it all instead of just taking that and still giving them so much of your publishing. And like he's saying, he ain't made no money off all this YouTube fame from the YouTube spins and stuff. They getting all that money. If you become an independent artist, it become all your money. You don't have to say, you don't have to, you don't have to let nobody give you a slice of the pie that you baking. Like I'm gonna bake this pie, you're gonna give me one slice, and you're gonna take the whole rest of the whole pie. Like no,
Yeah.
he control the narrative. You could be successful at doing whatever you want to do. You want to be a rapper, you don't gotta portray a gangster. You don't gotta be a gangster. You don't gotta do nothing to try to impress nobody or be out here chasing no titles. Just do your own thing. Yeah, I've been checking out like a lot of your podcast that you did, and I like the one, you did the one with Domino. I like the one with Domino, and I like the one with Max more than anything because I like to see people. They spoke on a wide range of stuff, but you could tell and Silky Slim, they not trying to portray an image or just be something they not doing a lot of embellishing in what they talking about. You could tell it's coming from a genuine place. Like a lot of these rappers, they be wanting to make up stories like, man, I was here, I was there, I was everywhere, I did this, we've been in shootouts and I helped this person do this, that person do that. And it's just like, you don't take all that, man. Just speak your truth, do your thing. You don't gotta try to want to be accepted by everybody. Shouldn't want to be accepted by everybody. Because anybody who everybody like, they faking somewhere in the equation. Everybody not gonna like
The
everybody.
niggas who acting like they like them don't like them.
Exactly. Like I just be like, man, that's why I ain't gonna lie. Now I don't listen to music from BR no more, except it got a guy named Vaz from Glen Oaks and a little guy that I met at Glen Studio named KK. He got a CD called Heavy Heartbreak, I think.
Vibes, you say?
No, Vaz, VIS, Vaz.
VIS, okay.
Yeah, and a dude named KK got a CD called Heavy Heartbreak. And them the only two guys that everything ain't shoot 'em up, bang, bang. I'm a killer. I got a drum on the bottom of my gun.
Yeah.
And I'm sliding on the ops and all that type of shit, man. You get tired of like, damn, y'all don't do nothing else but shoot. Everybody shooting. Then niggas get killed. Then everybody say stop the violence or be shocked by the shooting. You can't do both.
Do you think all this throwback. You got throwback jerseys. You got throwback clothes. You got throwback shows. You think the rap will go back to where it was, like throwback rap?
Going back to being about more than
Like, how you think the old era will come back right now,
yeah.
and the new era won't exist for a while?
I think it's circling back around, especially if more people get active that was in it, and that's locally and worldwide. That it's
Because
gonna
they
come
bring
back.
everything like classic back. Like you see old stuff, old J's for sure, old shows, you know.
Yeah, like
You think the old rap would come back like with new people doing it? That's my question.
I think it's gonna circle back around. It may just have a different twist on it, but everything, because everything now just got auto tune and effects on it. Like y'all, everybody's talking about killing, but y'all singing with auto tune on it. Like that don't even make no sense. Everybody who cater to the females are the biggest selling artists. Nelly, Plies, Gates. You listen to a Plies dropped his first CD. Everything was about goons and just laying in bush about 100 years, but he had shouted.
That's the biggest example of the transition that he made.
Yeah, like now he focused on making hits. Now it ain't about the goon and all that. Like, man, that's what got these guys hypnotized, and they want to be killers, gangsters, street niggas. They lose their lives chasing them titles, and then you just become hashtag and a t-shirt.
That title shit is the biggest shit that I never heard, but that shit stick with me. People out here chasing a title. I ain't lying. That shit is crazy.
You chasing the title of a gangster.
You put that in perspective for me.
Gangster, goon, stepper, shooter, street nigga.
All titles.
And at the end of the road, you become three things. And these are guaranteed in the street life. You're gonna become an inmate, you're gonna become a hashtag or a t-shirt.
Ooh.
You're gonna become.
I'm talking about deep. You heard it from Big Blaze, man. On the 1000 podcast.
You're gonna become one of them three. Ain't nothing else. And anybody who's saying they about making a change, if you still out here, you can't be an activist still talking about I'm a gangster and a street nigga. You gotta be an activist and you gotta be about reform and about change. I ain't don't got nobody. And I done hung around them all. We had Reddy Zoe, Zorilla, Crucial, all of them. Man, I was sitting down talking to them dudes about making a change. We ain't talking about nothing y'all was doing on the block or in the club. I ain't calling none of y'all no.
That's what real niggas do.
No street niggas, no trapper, none of them dudes. And anybody who live in that know that I deal with like that. We don't even talk about that type of time. If we gonna try to do something different now. If we don't want to do nothing different, we gonna be cool how we gonna be cool. And when you go to the right, I'm gonna go to the left because you going where that bullshit is. I'm going with something different. I don't care who you is.
What is the age limit for rap? Because all these genres, you know, rock got 70, blues got 70-year-olds, but people say the phrase, he too old to rap.
It's no age. I listened to a CD by a dude named Bub Knight. He from Dallas. He rap and sing too. And he had one of his artists. And his artist say, nowadays these niggas backstabbers and ass grabbers. Ain't it crazy how age only matter to the black rappers? Shit is ass backwards.
Oh, that's some balls. That's some heavy balls. You heard me? That's some burglar balls. That boy spit.
You don't hear.
So 40, you still could rap to you.
You could, man.
50.
Some of these rappers ain't get deals till they were the ones like in the Ross 50 Cent era. Some of them were striking down that age when they got deals.
Nah, I'ma tap in. They got a post with on YouTube. Rainwater said after 35, if you ain't got no buzz, you need to hang it up.
You know, that's Rainwater saying that. And that's somebody who you, and I'm gonna just keep it real. Mo3, I was one of my favorite rappers before he got killed. But had we not known Mo3, would we know Rainwater? No. Nobody is the judge and the jury on none of that stuff, man. Like, what if they say if another artist don't pop besides 3, we ain't gonna never know who you is no more. Damn. You know, ain't no judging. No, these everybody want to be important so bad that they just be saying stuff to try to get headlines.
So can a 55-year-old rapper who just came out blow, you think?
Yeah, because of the internet, especially the internet make anything possible. If you spend it, you can go viral.
You can go viral. You ain't got to do nothing.
They had to let Asian dude that went viral just off counting, saying numbers in a funny voice. When they going viral, getting money off the internet, if nothing else. Look how many different viral things people go viral for. They go viral for everything. Like the internet that made the rapper Baby Mama so famous. Tell me what do you know Black China for besides being Tiger Baby Mama, then Rob Kardashian Baby Mama? I'll wait.
Go ahead, big old facts.
All these, and they call them, they done gave them their own lane now. They call them influencers. They not celebrities. They not celebrities. They not stars. They influencers. They got good influences and bad influences. So you can have good influences and what? Bad influences. The female rapper got every woman talking about cash apps, trips, sugar daddies, scheming on the scamming ass, rich ass nigga. I ain't saying nothing positive. This generation is they take stuff in so easy. Just like the guys getting caught up on the gangster and the street nigga type stuff, the females getting caught up on the twerking and the high girl summers and the trips and the scamming on guys, using guys for money, meals, etc. It's all a domino effect, and all of them fall in line right with it. Nobody talking about nothing about no structure, no building, no positivity, no getting with somebody and actually building something. The female saying, get with that nigga, use your body to get with all what he got and bust out on him. Tell me what else you hear.
That's 100.
Tell me what else you hear in the music. And the guys so worried about impressing the men that they ain't even worried about the women no more. They just want another man to feel like they a street nigga and they tough. Okay.
On another note, I was gonna say this for another interview, but let's just keep rolling.
Yeah,
what is too much child support? Let's keep it real. These athletes, well, I say athletes make 500, 2 million, 3 million a year, whatever. How much should they pay their baby mama for one kid?
I feel like.
Do you think $900,000 a year?
When it comes to that, I feel like if she already doing her own thing, then whatever he's doing is a plus. But if her whole life is depending, she trying to bank solely off of him, you should just give those guys custody. Because without those guys' money, those women will be struggling. That means they ain't fit to take care of those kids. You just depending on your ovaries getting impregnated by this rapper or this athlete. So that could be your meal ticket for long as that baby, of age to get child support. You ain't out here grinding on your own to actually have your own.
Let's just say a beat athlete, like, you know what I'm saying? Not a Kobe nigga, or not a Tracy McGrady, or not a Durant, LeBron nigga, but just a beat athlete. What you think would be a straight salary for that person with one kid? They say Blake Griffin paid like 200 and something a month
200,000.
Something like that a month. I'm gonna have to go in and get my facts. I don't want to put it out like that, but
I ain't gonna lie.
What is
I feel like
go ahead.
This is the thing is they didn't took away from the actual title. Like, it's called child support. The way they charge them guys is child and baby mama support.
Yeah.
Once y'all not together no more, she not your obligation. You should be you should give a fair amount to go towards housing and stuff too, because your child gotta live there if it's a fit mother. But just like all those 6 figures and upper 5 figures, man, you get about I feel like whatever she doing to provide for herself plus 5,000 is cool. And I'm being nice saying 5,000 because it ain't taking no $5,000. I got a child. It don't take me $5,000 a month to take care of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Real. You
Let's just keep it real.
Realistic. Them chicks want them meal tickets, man. That's all they don't even take the money and invest it. Soon as them kids make 18, most of them chicks be homeless. Look at Dwayne Wade. When he got custody of his child, baby mama homeless. That means you wasn't grinding on your own. And that's what they be doing. They be depending on the meal tickets, man. You gotta don't be dependent on a seat at no man table. You need to be your own table.
Yo, man, what's next for Blaze, man? What you got coming? What you working on right now?
Talking about a podcast, maybe.
Okay.
Of course, I am hesitant to say the name, but it's been said so much, the phrase, I was gonna call it Against the Grain, the Against the Grain podcast.
Come on.
And I'm gonna call it Against the Grain because I'm willing to do and say what nobody else gonna do or say.
Hey man, I love to come on the show, man. Don't forget about me.
Yeah, it's gonna be real because all I want to talk about is the things that people scared to talk about or stray away from or just fall in line with. Like, everybody's on the women, what the women love to say, what a real man would do. Like, a real man's supposed to pay all the bills and all this. They only talk about traditionalism when it comes to a man accommodating the bills. They don't talk about traditionalism about the cooking and the cleaning and everything else that come along with the household and whatever money you making to have put up for the times he falls short for you to catch the slack. Nah, they don't want to talk about that. They want to have a hot girl summer, getting cash apps, taking vacations, long ass weave, nails every week.
Hey, bro.
Lay it out on the beach, expensive ass hotel room, expensive ass, they want Birkin bags and Chanel bags, Michael Kors and Tory Burch and all these people. They don't want to talk about, well, you need to be financially literate and know how to manage money. So whatever money he have left or whatever money you earning from your income can go and accommodate the small things. Don't just keep shoving every time something fall on the plate. Oh, here you go. You the man. Oh, here you go. You the man. Here you go. You the man. Here you go. You don't want to spend your money on nothing. You just want to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, but you ain't willing to slice up none of them fruits with that man. Just put it on him and stack up your money for if times get too hard, you can take all your money, get you a place and live lavish while he's stuck struggling because he's been taking care of you. They don't care about the risk that the man taking. They only worried about them.
Exactly.
They scared of this. And see, when I start talking, nobody's going to want to talk because I was raised in the church. I chose to jump in the street, but I'm grounded with reality. You can't beat me. It's very few people that could have my age that gonna have conversations with me because I was done all through. My grandmother had me in church every Sunday. Like Steve Harvey say, church, Sunday morning service, evening service, Bible study, choir rehearsal, church anniversary, pastor.
All that.
Right? I done all that, but I've been in the street too. And I was in the street at 13, 12, 11, 12, 13. From Glen Oaks, between Glen Oaks, Zion City, and Brookstown. Those was, because that's what my other family where I, had to go while my grandmother was working. I had to go to Brookstown and Boottown, a little bit of Ghost Town, and on Prescott. So I'm pretty much known around here, but I've been in the church. My whole childhood, I was in the church. Till I could, she let me make my own decision. And I chose to jump in the streets, and I'm grounded with reality. And what's so crazy, if you listen to me talk, you wouldn't even know I dropped out of Glen Oaks in 02.
Come on.
I dropped out in 02, and when the other class went back to school that following school year, I went to the Votech on Winburn and got a GED in 5 days. I didn't even, I took the GED practice test. They say I scored so high I didn't have to come to the class. Then I took the state practice test, and I went straight to the GED test. I ain't take no classes.
So it had nothing to do with the work. It was
I just ain't, school wasn't my thing. But see, I didn't have a parental support system. My grandmother worked 2 jobs, and I don't have a parental support system. So it's easy for me to say, fuck it. That's why it was so easy for me to quit rapping, because I never had nobody to support me with that. To cheer me on when I played football and I played in a band and shit like that. I ain't had no support system. So it's easy for me to quit shit. It's easy for me to say fuck it, because I ain't had nobody to stop me from saying fuck it.
Right.
My parents living, but that's all they really just living. That's all they ever done. It just exists.
But man,
my
you definitely
was the only,
I want to give you your flowers, man. You the sickest. You know what I'm saying? You really the sickest on that mic. And if y'all don't know, y'all go check out Blaze, man. You know what I'm saying?
I done had people throw the legend title, but I heard Lil Baby say, I don't call myself the GOAT. I let the people decide that.
Right.
Like, I don't feel like that's just too big of a boast, whether it's local or whatever. You gotta let people give you your accolades and flowers. Don't always try to be, you're supposed to have it in your mind from a competitive standpoint, but not just walk around, ooh, I'm the GOAT, ooh, I'm a legend. Like, that's like a diva when you like that. Like, you gotta maintain some type of humbleness. Ain't no humbleness. Everybody just want to be pit bulls growling at each other, rubbing noses. Nobody humble.
Definitely, man.
And that's just how it go. When I drop my music now, my music is geared towards what I'm talking about. So when you hear it, you're gonna be like, yeah, he gone, because I almost died in July from COVID.
Oh.
Yeah. I called my supervisor before I blacked out. My lady found me on the floor in the room.
Damn.
So the mindset is already was different, but when you was almost checked out because your oxygen super low,
that kind of gave you a different perspective, I know.
Yeah, then I had to sit in the ICU for a week and a day. Then I had to go to rehab and stuff, like, for 2 weeks in Denham Springs. So I've been on a little journey.
Man, glad you made it out that situation, man. You definitely here for a reason.
And just like they got parental advisory for cursing, mine gonna have parental advisory for realism. My CD. If you don't want what's real, or not my CD, but my project. Is if you don't want what's real, don't even click play on the damn song.
You got a release date for that?
Nah, I just started recording. It was so crazy. And the stuff I was doing with my cousin, I had like maybe about 15, 20 songs, a lot of them not finished. But then I had like 32 songs from back years ago before that. So it's a whole lot of, but I want to be more up to date. I just have to go back and revamp a lot of old stuff. But what I'm doing now, I'm gonna try to have at least a single out in the next couple months to get the ball rolling. Me and Head, the YG got something coming too.
That's how that go.
And I'm just reaching back. I'm reaching back to my era because my era, even though we had guys that had animosity within, whether it was a hood thing or different groups of artists had their little riffs, it never spilled over into violence. We kind of just kept it. It stayed music.
Right.
Like it wasn't no. I really don't feel like no blood was shed in a BR feud until like the Nussy time. Like I'm not saying nobody did nothing, but it just like when people start having actual enemies in the industry and stuff, like that was the first person I seen get killed in the midst of it. Like a lot of the other murders in the city wasn't really rap, they might have had beefs and stuff, but that was just on other stuff that they was involved in. Like in my time, that wasn't common. Like you had some rap beef with somebody, I might throw a couple subliminals, but ain't nobody shooting nobody by no song.
Ain't nobody really pulling up like that.
But now they throw their little auto tune on and get to singing about killing, and next thing you know, they sliding on the ops, man. That's their thing. I ain't got no ops. I'm trying to see everybody win. If you cooking or selling clothes, making clothes, you got podcasts, man. I share anybody post, shout anybody out, man. Lighting somebody else candle ain't gonna put my fire out. That's what a lot of people feel like. They're like they too cool to support.
Big old facts.
I can support. I'm gonna support your podcast like the next person. I don't even know a lot of people I support. I don't know. They be strangers. I be like, if I see what you're doing and you good at it, if it's a service or whatever, man, I share it. I recommend you if your work. If your work speaking for you, man, such and such know how to do that. Like I shout out Chauncey and Sam I Am all the time. They be painting and stuff. Like, man, them dudes do good at what they do. Shop with them. Right. I ain't never met that dude in real life.
That's the basis of my shout out of the day. You know what I'm saying? I just anybody, any business, hit me up and I'm gonna shout you out because I don't know everybody.
Look at how it goes now. Back when I was rapping, bro, I done opened up this facts. I done opened up for David Banner. I opened up for David Banner, Soulja Slim, Sam I Am, and I opened up for a guy named Ace Gunn. He was the only Baton Rouge person on No Limit. I ain't pay a damn. Norman, we used to perform they used to have the TNT, the Thursday night throwdown at Rags. You didn't pay nothing to perform. And if you got the crowd retarded, Norman brought you back.
Yeah.
Norman brought you back. You ain't paying nothing. You could enjoy yourself in the club on him. Like he used to do that. He was the only club that done that. And at Playboys, if you used to go rock Playboys, right, man, they gonna bring you back.
Shout out to Rags and Playboys. Shout out to Norman.
The J-Boy at the Renaissance, man, we ain't paid to perform. Like they want you, you gotta pay us for studio time. You got to pay for beats. Now they want to charge you to interview you. They want to charge you to perform. They want to charge you to do the art. They ain't starting these guys because they know they starving. I'm not with that. Right. Like every time somebody hit me up, oh man, when Max performing at the Bella Noche, oh man, it's $200-$300 for a 5-minute set. Click, man, get the fuck on down, man. I'm not paying no $200-$300 to perform nowhere.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, how can the artist flourish if you're trying to extort their pockets?
The game done changed, definitely.
Like, bro, I'm talking about then, the internet, of course, promo, $20 up for a 24-hour story. Guess what, my boy? Get on Instagram and Facebook and buy you a sponsored post that shows the world your music.
Yeah.
Not busting nobody hustle by all means. If you feel like an artist you can benefit from somebody with a lot of followers specifically posting you, then do that. But don't never forget about a sponsored post.
Yep.
A sponsored post and then they're gonna do it more than once.
Jules.
You know what I'm saying? I'm real and authentic. I call it raw authentic. That's how I'm coming. If you don't like it,
Definitely, man. I ain't gonna lie. They're gonna have to tune into this.
If you follow me on the internet and you don't like what I say, it's no harm, no foul. Block me, unfollow me, unfriend me. You don't have to make a subliminal post because I'm going to heart your status and keep scrolling. I do not care. Just unfollow me. Just block me. It's cool. I've had people tell.
You got options.
It's options
because you could do whatever you want to do.
I'm still gonna live, still gonna get paid. Do your thing. If that makes you feel better, if that warm your heart, to block me. Even if you want to make a subliminal post, I'm gonna heart it and I'm gonna say facts. I don't care because social media don't make me or break me. This rap make me or break me. I'm gonna survive and thrive. Whether I'm rapping, working, hustling, chilling, whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna thrive. Cause I'm a student. Every time I open my eyes, I'm a student. I'm always in school every day. I'm learning something every day. What I'm learning, what to do or what not to do, how to do or how not to. You got to be a student every day.
That's growth.
You a fool. If you ever go around somebody who think they too cool or too old to learn, stay away from them.
Oh, Mr. Know-It-All.
If they know everything, they got what on, Jay-Z on, and DJ Khaled say they got all the keys. If they got all the keys, lock your door.
Always in all my shows with any advice for the kids, man. I know we said a mouthful on the youth, but I'm talking about like that teenager who thinking about jumping off the post, that person that's right there on that ledge, man. Any advice for the kids? Always
be yourself. Always do your own thing. Be your own individual. When everybody else, if you know something wrong and everybody else going left, you could go right. If they going right, go left. Always do what's best for you, man. Don't disrespect your parents. Get your education. If you can go to college after high school, go to college. Go to school. School ain't no fashion show. Don't worry about who got the newest Jordans or who got polo uniforms or Old Navy khakis or American Eagle khakis. All like we get caught up on the wrong stuff. And the school got so much violence because they ain't going there for the education. Learn more about math and science, social studies, English, reading, spelling. You know, get into the physical activity, get into you some sports, soccer, whatever they offering, man. Do that, man. But don't feel like you got to do stuff to be with the cool kids, because a lot of times the cool kids be the dumbest ones. That ain't the thing to be. Get your education, man. Get your education. I say it 10 times. If I got to drill it in y'all mind, if I see any kids in person, when I see people in person that have their kids out being active, man, I walk up to them guys and shake their hands and say, man, ain't too many of y'all left. They letting social media and music and stuff raise their kids, man. Ain't nobody flying kites or going to parks, riding bikes, you know, or talking with their kids, playing with them, spending time with them. They just shunning them off on the grandparents or something. And your kids are going to be a mirror reflection of the environment. If you the environment and you're not doing good things, they're not going to do good things. If you feed your sheep to the lion or to the wolves and put them out there in the streets, it's not going to be the right things. Either some of those guys going to kill them or one of these girls going to hurt them or the police going to kill them, because the police going to tell you, don't whoop your kids, but they going to shoot them down. If you gotta discipline your kids, man. And just make sure they great. Like don't get with a man or a woman and forget about your kids, man, and they have them in the house raising themselves, think you taking care of them because you're paying bills. That ain't taking care of your kids. You gotta feed and water plants so they'll grow. Your kids living like plants, so that means you got to feed, water, and nurture.
Exactly. That's
a
how that go.
nonstop job. That's a nonstop job.
Man, bro. Blaze, you definitely dropped some gems, some jewels, man. Glad to have you on the show, bro.
Yeah, I'm on Earth, but I ain't from Earth. I'm just here.
That's how that go. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Blaze, man. Where they can follow you at?
Authentic 83 or BJ on Facebook. You'll see my grandma picture. That ain't never changed.
And how long they gotta wait for this music?
I'm shooting to have a single out next month. That's I just want to get a wide range of music to pick something from. I know I got to pick something that caters to more to the fun element of things, because attention spans and it's the drug user generation. So,
Y'all make sure y'all go follow Blaze, man, to go see when he's dropping that heat. This is the 1000 podcast. We just kept it a stat. Y'all stay tuned for the next episode. Salute.
Already.
Bang with the camera. Boy, that camera, that boy bang.